Hello friends, Anushri here. Today I'm on Crafty Scrappers blog with a video tutorial where I'll be showing you this beautiful shimmery Diwali decorated tray and how I have made this tray. First, let me show you the whole tray. This is the tray, this beading and all. I have decorated the tray with these pollens and these are the flowers which I have made on my own with satin ribbons. These trays are multi-purpose where we can keep dried fruits or sweets or even diyas. They are perfect for decorating our own house with something very innovative or even for gifting. They are very good options. The metal tray is bought from the market and rest of the things I have decorated in my style to suit the Diwali purpose. So let me start with the tutorial how I have made these flowers. Rest I'll teach you how I have embellished the whole thing as well. These are the material which I'll be using for today's video. So this is a 2-inch white satin ribbon which is white in color. The other one is off-white where I've taken 1 inch of satin ribbon. These are the shimmer sprays from Crafty Scrappers. I'll be needing a good scissor for this since I'll be cutting the satin ribbon, a tea light candle and few buds. Let me start showing you what we need to do, how to start off with the satin flower. We need to make some petals beforehand. So I've taken some 2 to 3 inches of length in a ribbon. The half of the portion should be cut into a semicircle. So this is the shape we need for each petal. Somewhere around 20 to 25 petals would be required. So right now I am only showing you what I am doing with a 2-inch wide ribbon. I'll cut few more. If you want to do the marking on the ribbon, that is also fairly okay. But please do the marking on the mat side of the ribbon and not on the front side so that the flower doesn't really look bad. And try not using pens or markers for the marking so that they are not visible really. I have these cutouts already, so you can have a look. I have cut them beforehand so that I can show you in the video what I will be doing next. Next is I will be needing a tea light candle. Please don't allow kids to do these things alone. If they are doing it, please be there around so that they have your assistance. Okay, so now the petals are ready with the cut and all. Now we'll be doing the sealing of the petals. Sealing is required because once we have cut the fabric, the ribbon, there would be chances that the threads of the ribbon can come out. So just go slowly near the fire and do the sealing of these petals so that it takes its own strength and it doesn't really come out. The other two sides of my petal have the sealing itself, so I really need not to do much to it. I'll be only doing from the bottom. Try doing it in such a manner that you really don't get black marks of the fire. So I'll show you a little bit more how I've done it. If you just have to move around the fire, don't have to keep your petal next to it for a longer time. This procedure is very fast and fun definitely, but with a little caution. So you can see how the sealing restricts the threads of the ribbon to come out. Now all these petals are sealed. Now we need to adjust them into how to make a flower out of it. I will need a bud for that purpose and we'll also need a glue gun to put them into a shape. Put a little glue on the bud. In my flower, I'll hide the bud completely with these satin petals. If you want the bud to be visible, if you want, you can color it up or whatever way you want. You can put some frosting powder or something to embellish it a little more. Now I am joining my petals in such a way to give it a shape of a rose. Keep joining. The bottom will be a little like this initially. Once there'll be more petals, we'll make sure that they get into a good shape. If you want, you can tie them all with a thread as well. Keep joining it in a flower shape so that from a small bud we'll be growing the flower. It's completely up to you how you want to give the shape and how big the size should be. Okay, so now you can see I have joined 11 petals in such a way that it's looking like my rose flower, the initial flower. If I want, I can stop it here only, so it would be a small flower. If I want to build a bigger flower, I will need more petals. Now, before that, what I'll do is I'll use this thread to tie from the bottom. I was talking about tying from the bottom. It takes the strength as well and gives a good shape to the flower as well. So we really need not use the glue everywhere. This all will be hidden by the floral tape which we'll be using later. Now my initial flower is looking much better in shape than the earlier one. Next is I'm left with few more petals. What I'll do to these ones is I'll twist them a little so that my flower will look a little bigger than the earlier one. How I'll be doing is I'm showing you now. We'll need the tea light candle again. Now go near the fire a little and little bit and just twist. You can see the twisting in the petal. So slowly on the semicircle part of the petal, try not taking out the fibers. Anyways, we have done the sealing, so fibers would not be really coming out. I'll show you once more what I have done. Go near the fire to the semicircle portion. Once you keep the ribbon near the fire for almost 2-3 seconds, it starts melting the ribbon a little, but it doesn't really melt it. It just loosens up the thread. We'll take the help of that loosening of thread to give it the twist. So you can see now my petals are a little twisted and not simple like this. I have these petals which I have done beforehand. 11 petals I have joined in this flower. Another round of 10 to 11 or maybe 14-15 petals I can join to make it a bigger flower also. The flower joining is almost same. We'll be needing a glue gun for the same purpose. I'll start off the same way. Now you'll see the whole flower will start looking very different because of the variety of the petal. Both petals are done in a different way. See, my flower is looking bigger than before. You can see the difference even after joining 2-3 petals. It started giving the feeling of a bigger flower. So what will happen once I join 10 to 11 petals? I can see how after joining the other kind of petals which I twisted with the help of fire, my rose flower is looking bigger and beautiful. Now the trick what I'm gonna do today is actually the use of these shimmer sprays. Now most of the time what happens is we can make different colors. In my tray you have seen 2 color flowers, but actually I really didn't have the ribbon of 2 colors. So what I did was I actually took the white color ribbon only, made the flowers out of it, and then used these beautiful sprays to change the color of my flower. Let me show you how I have done that. Before that, I'll show you the 1-inch flower thing also, what I have done to that one. So this is the 1-inch thing. You can cut the same way how we have done to the 2-inch thing. And then the shape cutting again can be a little similar. The procedure is completely same. You can do the firing, then sealing, and then joining it back to a flower. So let me show you the magic of these flowers now and these sprays. Take a little spray and just see how my flower is taking the color and changing. You can see the beautiful flower. The best part about these sprays is that I can do some very beautiful shading in the flowers, which is not possible otherwise. So the shading is the most beautiful thing which I found through these sprays. See, and I can put according to my choice. Wherever I want the white thing, I can keep the white portion, and where I want the darker, I can keep the dark portion. So see, from the front, from the back, everywhere I can keep putting the sprays wherever and however you want. The spray dries in next 5 to 10 minutes, so you need not to worry about the drying time as well. You can make any color flower with the help of these sprays. On the bottom, I'll try a little green. See how natural the flower will start looking. So this is the flower making with the use of these awesome sprays. Now the flowers were ready with me in this form, dried and beautiful. So how I have embellished the tray is just take the flowers. I've taken some pollens and all. With the help of glue gun, I have tried attaching the pollens before on the back portion and all, you can see. And then on the front, just go and attach with the help of glue gun. I have used Mystical Sky for this flower and Ocean Waves for the other one. After even completing the tray, if you feel that your flower needs a little more color or anything, you can just go over and spray from top as well. See, it's easy. So now I don't need any particular color of ribbon to make colored flowers. I can easily change the color of my ribbon and use it in multiple ways. Hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. Please make one and do post it on the FB group. We would love to see what you have done with this after learning from this tutorial. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.